The Douay-Rheims Bible, the book of Exodus, chapter 34. The tables are renewed. All society with the Canaanites is forbid. Some precepts concerning the firstborn, the sabbath, and other feasts. After 40 days fast, Moses returneth to the people with the commandments. And his face appearing horned with rays of light, he covereth it whensoever he speaketh to the people. And after this he said, Hew thee 2 tables of stone, like unto the former, and I will write upon them the words which were in the tables which thou brokest. Be ready in the morning, that thou mayest forthwith go up into Mount Sinai, and thou shalt stand with me upon the top of the mount. Let no man go up with thee, and let not any man be seen throughout all the mount, neither let the oxen nor the sheep feed over against it. Then he cut out 2 tables of stone, such as been before, and rising very early he went up into the Mount Sinai, as the Lord had commanded him, carrying with him the tables. And when the Lord was come down in a cloud, Moses stood with him, calling upon the name of the Lord. And when he passed before him, he said, O the Lord God, merciful and gracious, patient, and of much compassion and true, who keepest mercy unto thousands, who takest away the iniquity and wickedness and sin, and no man of himself is innocent before thee, who renderest the iniquity of the fathers to the children, and to the grandchildren unto the 3rd and 4th generation. And Moses, making haste, bowed down prostrate unto the earth, and adoring said, If I have found grace in thy sight, O Lord, I beseech thee that thou wilt go with us. For it is a stiff-necked people, and take away our iniquities and sin, and possess us. The Lord answered, I will make a covenant in the sight of all. I will do signs such as were never seen upon the earth, nor in any nations, that this people, in the midst of whom thou art, may see the terrible work of the Lord which I will do. Observe all things which this day I command thee. I myself will drive out before thy face the Amorite, and the Canaanite, and the Hittite, and the Perizzite, and the Hivite, and the Jebusite. Beware thou never join in friendship with the inhabitants of that land, which may be thy ruin, but destroy their altars, break their statues, and cut down their groves. Adore not any strange god. The Lord, his name is jealous. He is a jealous God. Make no covenant with the men of those countries, lest, when they have committed fornication with their gods, and have adored their idols, someone call thee to eat of the things sacrificed. Neither shalt thou take of their daughters a wife for thy son, lest after they themselves have committed fornication, they make thy sons also to commit fornication with their gods. Thou shalt not make to thyself any molten gods. Thou shalt keep the feast of the unleavened bread. 7 days shalt thou eat unleavened bread, as I commanded thee in the time of the month of the new corn. For in the month of the springtime thou camest out from Egypt. All of the male kind that openeth the womb shall be mine. Of all beasts, both of oxen and of sheep, it shall be mine. The firstling of an ass thou shalt redeem with a sheep. But if thou wilt not give a price for it, it shall be slain. The firstborn of thy sons thou shalt redeem, neither shalt thou appear before me empty. 6 days shalt thou work, and the 7th day thou shalt cease to plow and to reap. Thou shalt keep the feast of weeks with the first fruits of the corn of thy wheat harvest, and the feast when the time of the year returneth, that all things are laid in. 3 times in the year all thy males shall appear in the sight of the Almighty Lord, the God of Israel. For when I shall have taken away the nations from thy face, and shall have enlarged thy borders, no man shall lie in wait against thy land when thou shalt go up, and appear in the sight of the Lord thy God thrice in a year. Thou shalt not offer the blood of my sacrifice upon leaven, neither shall there remain in the morning anything of the victim of the solemnity of the feast. The first of the fruits of thy ground thou shalt offer in the house of the Lord thy God. Thou shalt not boil a kid in the milk of his dam. And the Lord said to Moses, Write thee these words, by which I have made a covenant both with thee and with Israel. And he was there with the Lord 40 days and 40 nights. He neither ate bread nor drank water. And he wrote upon the tables the 10 words of the covenant. And when Moses came down from the Mount Sinai, he held the 2 tables of the testimony, and he knew not that his face was horned from the conversation of the Lord. And Aaron and the children of Israel, seeing the face of Moses horned, were afraid to come near. And being called by him, they returned, both Aaron and the rulers of the congregation. And after that he spoke to them, and all the children of Israel came to him. And he gave them in commandment all that he had heard of the Lord on Mount Sinai. And having done speaking, he put a veil upon his face. But when he went up into the Lord and spoke with him, he took it away until he came forth. And then he spoke to the children of Israel all things that had been commanded him. And they saw that the face of Moses, when he came out, was horned, but he covered his face again, if at any time he spoke to them.